You're the worst friend you could ever hope to have. I want you to imagine you have a friend, right? Yeah, tough, I know, but just bear with me for a sec. I want you to imagine that every time you spoke, every time you presented an idea, or just wanted to work on yourself and better yourself, that one friend would just laugh at you. He'd doubt you and criticize you for even trying. He'd call you cringe and just be an outright dick to you the whole time. Would you tolerate that friend if you can even call them that? Now imagine your best friend, right? Someone you deeply love. They come to you and they say, bro, I'm not doing too great, right? I feel aimless. I feel like I never accomplish anything. And anytime I try, I know it's pointless because I'm just going to fail. What would you tell that friend? Would you tell him to give up? Would you just call him a pussy and just tell him to get over it? Or would you tell him to just not try at all and just live in a pit of comfort for his whole life? If not, then why do you do it to yourself? You should be, or quite frankly, you are your own biggest fan. So why would you be such a dick to yourself, demonizing and scrutinizing any attempts you make to get better or work towards goals? And when you come to yourself for comfort with your fears, your doubts, anxiety, imposter syndrome, whatever your poison is, why do you tell yourself to give up instead of just pushing straight through it? You offer help to people while suffering yourself, you would feed your pet while starving, and you love others while hating yourself. But it doesn't have to be that way. Something that no one ever told me when I was growing up is that, like other things, loving yourself is actually just a skill. I know when I was rapidly progressing through my 20s, I just felt so empty and held myself in such little regard. I would chase these high ranks on games because I thought if I could prove that I'm better than 99% of the player base on a certain game, then my self-worth would finally come to fruition. As you can imagine, anytime I achieved those goals, not only did I not gain any self-worth, I actually got worse mentally. Because the process of achieving something is rewarding, but the fear of losing it is fucking horrible. And so I just drifted from game to game, constantly chasing higher ranks without even realizing what I was actually chasing was just self-validation. I remember when I was younger and I had my first gaming channel, right, 8 to 10 years ago now or something, I'd become so fixated on every single video going viral because I thought it would solve all my problems. It's the age-old trap, really, isn't it? If I can achieve X, I will finally feel Y. But in actuality, it's completely the other way around. You don't obtain fulfillment with yourself with these external achievements. You actually usually gain the achievements because you're already fulfilled with yourself. Detachment from the outcomes, ironically, leads to outcomes. It's kind of funny how that works, isn't it? I'm not too versed, but I'm pretty sure it's the principle and the laws of attraction, right? The more you try to obtain something, the more you actually sabotage yourself in doing so. But so what can we do? Are we just destined to wallow in self-pity? No, of course not. The monks figured this out a long time ago, actually, and it's forgetting about everything materialistic in your life. None of it should even be in your mind. You need to find ways to be proud of yourself, but not externally. Personal growth. Whether that be accomplishing non-materialistic goals like going to the gym consistently, practicing mindfulness via meditation, reading, or even connecting with your faith if you're religious. The thing is, I know that you know what you need to do, and I know you know that I know, so let's just stop bullshitting each other, alright? Let's get to the real root of the problem. It's boring, isn't it? You're not going to see reward for weeks. I wish I could tell you something you can do that would immediately start holding yourself in higher regard, but it just doesn't exist. Maybe there is something in your life you're just refusing to let go of, and once you do, there'll be a huge weight off your shoulders. Yeah, that's true. But long-lasting self-fulfillment and love comes from being proud of yourself. And this isn't some 2-week phase that's going to grant you eternal self-love. This is discovering who you want to be and taking actions to become him for the rest of your life. Doing something every day that makes you say, I'm proud of myself for doing that before bed every night. And discovering that there's no finish line here. This is just an unending path that you choose to walk down forever. Your journey. Now look, I'm not going to put words into your mouth, but from my personal experience, in the previous years, man, I've been a overweight, broke, video game addicted, lazy, unambitious stoner. And with no bitches. So, was my mind really malfunctioning when it wouldn't let me love myself? I mean, should I really be proud of living a life like that when I had so much opportunity at my fingertips? And look, maybe you disagree, and I think that's totally fine. It's just a difference of opinion, right? But I don't think so. I don't think my mind was malfunctioning. I just don't think I had anything to be proud of. But now I really do. I'm on day 17 of 100 on this journey so far. Daily meditation, daily exercise, no social media, no doom scrolling, plenty more. But damn, it's going well. And I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not completely infatuated with myself yet, you know, I'm not completely in love with myself, but I'm growing on me, man. I'm proud of what I've done so far this year. Every day I wake up and I can feel my self-respect has slowly risen again. And by the end of this year, I know I'll be able to look into this microphone and tell you, man, I well and truly love myself. And I pray that one day you can join me in that experience. Stop being so hard on yourself, bro. Love the journey. This has been Big Ol' Jimbo. I'll see you in the next, man. God bless you, brother.